Hey there, and welcome back to Seahawks Central News. I'm Isabella Pleasance.
And I'm Abby Winstead. This week we'll investigate how the growth of our campus is affecting students and conflicts with scheduling in the Counseling Center.
We also have some updates on the Communication Studies capstone filling up and the Mill Creek murder. So sit down and stay tuned,
because Seahawks Central News starts right now.
UNCW's Counseling Center offers one-on-one and group counseling sessions with its licensed clinical psychologists. Sessions are free to students, however, only short-term treatment is available. But with the current growth of the student body, these resources may be stretching increasingly thin. Currently, the wait time for a one-on-one appointment at the Counseling Center is over a month and a half long, significantly longer than comparable schools in the UNC system, such as NC State, who has a wait time that's less than 1 week. The Counseling Center may be short-staffed, but it's not for the reasons that you may think. The center actually has 2 open job positions for therapists that they have been trying to fill throughout the semester. According to an employee of the center, lack of interest in the position can possibly be attributed to low salaries. While info on these positions' proposed salaries are not available to the public, current Counseling Center therapists make roughly $60,000 a year, according to the Raleigh News and Observer Public Employee Database. This salary is on par with the state average campus psychologist salary, which ranges between $55,000 and $71,000. Now we have Savannah Hansen in the studio to take a look into the effects of our campus expanding.
Thanks, Isabella. With construction everywhere and the increasing number of students on campus, it's obvious the university is growing, and it's growing fast. As of fall semester, 17,499 students were enrolled into UNCW. But it is the Chancellor's ambitious goal to have 20,000 students enrolled by next year. Part of the Chancellor's growth plan includes enrolling 8% more low-income students and 5% more from rural areas. As a result of this, research funding will increase by 134%. As of right now, the campus seems to be filling up. Almost all of the growth construction is awaiting to be completed, and renovations for food services and the library are just beginning. According to current students, it sometimes can be difficult for them to find a seat in the library or Fisher, get food in a timely manner, or find upperclassmen housing. We spoke to a few students to see how they feel about the growth of the school.
I always think growth is a good thing if you do it in a well planned out increment. So if you actually have the space for the people that are going to be coming in, I think it's fantastic. But at the moment, we're sort of building and growing without any space. So that's the only issue that I really see with it. So if we're going to add 2,000 freshmen to our class, since we had the biggest incoming freshman class ever this year, we need to have the space for them to live.
A lot of my classes are actually pretty empty, so I feel like there's a lot of spots to be filled. And I like the growth of the school and like the new buildings that are coming up, so I'm excited to see what happens. So.
I think it's pretty cool that there's a lot of expansion happening, because I feel like it's like, I love the university, and I feel like with expansion, more people will be able to love it too. And I think like expanding the availability of college and university to more people is really awesome.
I also think parking and traffic are going to be a really big issue, both in cars, in bikes, and in like food services and the resources that we have for students. With an incoming class that's going to be so large, especially as everything grows and they add more graduate programs and graduate students.
With many of the construction projects scheduled for completion around next year, the campus should feel a little more roomy.
Thanks, Savannah. With the loss of the university apartments and parking lot after Hurricane Florence, on-campus housing and parking availability was more scarce than usual. At the end of last semester, many upperclassmen students had difficulty finding housing on campus, as 662 spots were reserved for incoming freshmen at Seahawk Crossing, which is former upperclassmen housing. With continued growth of enrollment at UNCW, it is a concern that many upperclassmen may not be able to find housing on campus next school year, as some students need it for their on-campus jobs, responsibilities, or specific grants. The new Pelican and Sandpiper halls are expected to open in fall of 2020 to help alleviate the future competition for on-campus housing and accommodate for the growing UNCW population. These residence halls will be available for upperclassmen and freshmen and are located where the university apartments once stood. Loggerhead and Terrapin Hall will appear next to the 2 other buildings in fall of 2021. In total, 1,800 beds are expected to be added, with all 4 of these residence halls resulting in 900 beds for the 2020-2021 school year.
Last week, we discussed a death at Mill Creek Apartments near most of the student living apartment complexes, and we have updates on the story. 58-year-old Kimberly Bland was found dead in her apartment on November 7th after a missing persons report was filed as a result of her not showing up to work. 56-year-old Andrew Boynton was arrested on Friday for first-degree murder and motor vehicle theft. He stole Bland's car after the murder and fled to Virginia, where he was found. The Wilmington Police Department is still investigating the murder of this woman, but through the autopsy it was discovered she was stabbed. It is believed that Bland and Boynton were roommates at some point in the past. WPD working diligently on this case and thankfully had the suspect in custody in Virginia, waiting extradition back to North Carolina. Zoe Coleman is in studio with an update on the issues with the communication classes and registration.
Thanks, Abby. A new email has come out updating the seniors of the communication major on the opening of capstone classes. Professors are struggling to place seniors and have opened 2 new sections within the capstone. Students were asked to send another email re-ranking the class time options for the 400 class. Seniors will either be placed in one of these 2 classes or one of the extra seats in the closed classes. Seniors will hopefully be notified this week with where the system has placed them. I spoke to many other students in different majors, and it seems as if Communication Studies Department is the only one with this issue.
Thanks, Zoe. Well, that's all for us this week. Don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe to UNCW TealTV on your favorite social media platform. If you have any other story suggestions or just want to talk about the show today, leave us a comment. With Seahawks Central News, I'm Isabella Pleasance.
And I'm Abby Winstead. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next semester.